Hey, man.
What's up, brother?
Hey, how are you?
I'm good, brother. How are you?
Hey, I'm doing great. Appreciate you coming on.
Of course, man.
Hey, we'll start with I got a couple quick questions to get, and then we'll get into a bunch of other stuff. But yeah, thank you so much. Appreciate it.
No problem, bro. Thanks for having me.
Of course, of course. First off, I got a question. Who's the best player that you've ever played with?
The best player that I've ever played with. I've played with. I've been blessed to play with a lot of Hall of Famers, bro. If I have to name
Ooh.
one person, I'm gonna name Derek Jeter.
Okay, okay. Yeah, because I put a list of all the players, dude. You played with a lot of good players.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I
uh,
could, I could, I could ramble off a bunch. Like Verlander, Price, Miguel Cabrera, Victor Martinez, Kinsler, Justin Upton, Ichiro, Jeter, Brian McCann, Mark Teixeira, Freddie Freeman, Ronald Acuna, Dansby Swanson, Mookie Betts, Kershaw. I probably could keep going.
Yeah, I mean that's insane. I mean, you played with Ichiro. That's crazy.
Yeah,
Because
that
he
makes
was
me
he was on. Oh, sorry.
makes me look old,
Yeah,
huh?
man, he was on that Yankees team. That's right. Because that's
Hmm.
for. So you were drafted by the Yankees, right?
Yeah, I was drafted by the Yankees in 2009.
Okay. How did it feel making your debut?
So obviously it felt really good, but the first time I got called up, I was there for 9 days and I didn't pitch. So then
Ooh.
they sent me back down, and then probably like a month and a half later, they called me back up. I had a like 5 or 6 a.m. car service to the airport, and then flew to Boston. Game started at 1. I forget what time I got there, but like I wasn't in time to do like the normal pitcher stretch or any of that.
Mm.
Got there, game started, and when the game it was like the second or third inning, we were up by a lot. So uh, the stars were starting to align. I was starting to get nervous because I knew it was a good chance this was gonna be my time. And
Yeah.
then when I was warming up to go into the game, my last two warm up pitches like hit the backstop in the air. Like the catcher couldn't even catch them. They were so bad. And the bullpen coach came over and like stood right in front of me, opened up a bottle of water, like kind of pushed it in my chest and was like, "Take a couple deep breaths and drink this." So I'm like, like trying to catch my breath,
uh,
grab my water. By the time I took a sip of my water, the third out had just got recorded, and he slapped me on the butt and he's like, "All right, go get him." And then I just remember running out there and being so nervous, man. Like it's hard to really describe that feeling. Like you can't really feel your body.
Man, is that like the only time that you felt nervous, or like when you go out for like your second or third? Is it better? Like better?
Well, there's no feeling like your debut. Like you
Yeah.
can't duplicate that feeling, but I'm always like a little nervous. I never lost my nerves. I just got better at like dealing with them. Um
Okay.
but the debut is a different kind of nerves. Like I don't really know how to explain it. It's tough to put it into words, but I still get nervous. Like I was probably the second or the next time I was extremely nervous was pitching in the All Star game because nobody wants
Uh,
to be the guy that gives it up in the All Star game. Like you got your whole family and all your friends there and everything. So I was pretty nervous for that too. But I've always been kind of a nervous guy. I just got really good at like
mm.
honing in on the nerves.
Okay, okay. So like when you go out to close a game, is it like nerves are back, or is it kind of like just
Yeah.
better? Yeah.
It was like I said, I always was like a little nervous. I just got good at like making them work for me and not against me, I guess.
Mm.
When I was closing, if the game was close in the sixth or seventh inning, like I could feel the nerves start to come on. But that's right around the
Mm.
same time I would start my routine. So then I would get lost in like my routine, getting ready to pitch, and then next thing you know, you're getting loose for the game, and then you're out there. And then once you're out there, like I said, I got good at like using my nerves to my advantage. And it just kind of turns more into adrenaline. It's not so much nerves.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I get it. Well, what's one of the craziest things you've ever signed?
People ask me that question all the time, bro. I don't really know. Like nothing outrageous. Like
Oh, okay, okay.
no cool story about something crazy that I've signed.
Gotcha.
Mainly cards, hats, balls, bats. Like nothing crazy.
Okay, okay. Yeah, because I've seen stories like people are like signing babies. I'm like, that's crazy.
Yeah, no.
uh,
I've never had one of those.
okay, okay. Do you have like a cool story like from a fan interaction or anything?
Um, yeah, so it's kind of a long story. Um, it's a very heartwarming story. So it was one off season. I was at home and one of my coaches from when I was in double A reached out to me and was like, "Hey, I seen this kid on Facebook. He's going through some medical issues. He's wearing your jersey and says you're his favorite player." And like literally right around the same time, like probably 2 minutes later, one of the media guys from Detroit reached out to me, telling me the same thing, and he sent me the video, and it was of a kid wearing my jersey, and they never like sold my jersey in the team store or anything. I wasn't like a superstar, you know? So for him to have my
Uh,
jersey, they would have to like get it made essentially. Um, so that obviously was a super humbling experience, but I'll give you like a shorter version of what happened. I ended up meeting him and his family. His name's Jake Pinar. I met him and his
okay.
family. He had cancer. He had a tumor in his brain and was at the Children's Hospital in Detroit. So I met him and his family, and during my time in Detroit, if we had a home game and we didn't have anything going on like super early in the day, I would go to the hospital and hang out with him before I went to the field. So
Oh,
over the course of time, like me and him and his family got super close. And then when I got traded to the Braves, that was like the peak of our friendship, you know. So now I'm gone. I can't hang out with him anymore. But
oh,
I flew him and his family down to Atlanta, and it just so happened while they were there, we clinched the division. So when we were celebrating in the locker room, guys were popping champagne bottles and everything. Like once like all the crazy chaos was done, I ran out in the tunnel and I grabbed Jake and I brought him into the locker room, and so he like essentially celebrated with us. I took him out onto the field. So it was a super awesome experience. And then about a year later, we ended up losing him to cancer.
oh, jeez. Hey,
Yeah,
really sorry for your loss.
yeah, man. Not your fault, but it was a hell
Uh,
of an experience. He made an enormous impact on me and everybody he came in contact with. Honestly,
Jeez. Hey, that was really cool what you did though. That's really awesome.
yeah.
Yeah, so did he become like a Braves fan? Like was he there rooting
I
for you
tr
guys?
he became a Braves fan, but I know deep down he was a Tigers fan.
Yeah.
He was a Shane fan, and so he rooted for the Braves. But I know that he loved his Tigers.
Okay. Dang. Yeah, that's a heartwarming story for sure.
Yeah.
Uh, um, and then we have a couple fan questions that here to ask you some well, not here, but like they ask a question. Here's a good one. Who would win in a not a an at bat, 10 at bats, Riley Green or Shane Green? 10
And
ABs, who's winning it?
I mean, I'm not gonna not bet on myself, you know.
uh,
But it's funny. He's an Orlando guy too. I've never actually met Riley, but we grew up like 20 minutes from each other.
oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, so you haven't met him? Okay. Because hey, I wouldn't mind
I've
you.
never met Riley.
Gotcha. I wouldn't mind you being a Tiger and meeting Riley Green.
Yeah, no, for sure. The
Uh,
only downfall of that is then we got to put our first initial on the back of our jerseys. I always hate how that looks.
oh, okay, yeah, that's true. But like Tigers had that with the Martinez, yeah,
Yeah,
that definitely doesn't look as good. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna get a Shane Green jersey. I'm not gonna lie.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, sir. Because my favorite Tiger, he doesn't have like a jersey in the team store. Kerry Carpenter. I'm like, I had to get it ordered and made and stuff.
Yeah,
So Yeah.
He's a
I
good
met
player.
him. Yeah. He's really cool, like, people who show their faith and stuff. You're a Christian, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I think it's really cool how athletes nowadays, like, you see it all over, like, recently, like, did you see the national championship?
Man, I turned it on. I was exhausted. I didn't make it through the first quarter. I was passed out on the couch,
Gotcha. Yeah, no,
unfortunately.
no, but the quarterback Mendoza, he's a huge Christian. And after
Hmm.
the game, he shows his faith, and I'm like, that's really cool.
Hmm.
Ooh,
Yeah, I saw the
do you,
highlights.
mm, okay, yeah, it was a good game, but yeah, like you see, like CJ Stroud doing it. One of
Yeah.
the Dodgers, he just won World Series. Alex Call, I know he's a big Christian, which is cool.
Hmm.
But do you have a
There's
favorite
a
Bible verse? Oh, sorry.
um I do. I made this. I haven't hung it on my wall yet, but I made this.
Mm. Okay, okay, that's
Proverbs 3:5 is trust in the Lord with all thy heart and lean not on your own understanding.
mm, yeah,
That's
that's really
that's
cool.
that's probably my favorite because
Hey.
everything happens for a reason, man. You just gotta trust
Hmm.
it. If you don't trust it, then you're kind of wasting your time.
Yeah, definitely. We got yeah, first how was playing in Mexico? That's gotta be kind of cool.
Um, so I didn't play in Mexico. I played in the Dominican Republic, but
Dominic,
uh,
okay, okay, yeah, yeah.
it was awesome, man. The Winter League there is probably one of the it's probably like the highest competition I think out of all the leagues. But the thing that stuck out to me the most is like if you love playoff baseball, then you'll love the Winter League down there because every game matters.
Mm.
It's like the COVID year was so much fun because
Uh,
there was only 60 games, so like every win matters. So the atmosphere down there is awesome. Winning matters. So like the games are just it's like every game's a playoff game essentially, so like the energy in the
mm,
dugout and the locker room is awesome. And then the competition's
yeah,
really good.
okay. Were you able to talk with them a lot? Like the teammates
uh,
and stuff? Was it hard?
uh there's guys that are like speak really good English. There's guys
Mm,
that don't speak great English, but I can understand a lot of Spanish, especially baseball Spanish. If I know what the topic of discussion is, I can understand a lot of it, but I just can't speak it that well. Like I can speak enough
gotcha.
to get my point across sometimes, but I can't
Mm,
like hold a conversation.
gotcha. Yeah, yeah. Because that's
My
gotta be the hardest part.
Yeah, for sure. But the coaches down there, they're all fluent in English, so
Uh,
and like even when you're playing here, you're gonna run across teammates who don't speak perfect English, but like, I've been playing professional baseball since 2009, so I've been doing that for a long time as far as like
mm,
speaking broken Spanish and then speaking broken English, and for the most part, like you guys can figure it out.
gotcha. Okay, yeah, yeah, that I'm like, that's gotta be like definitely the hardest part is like, cause your teammates, you're like there for like 162. It's like
Hmm.
it's gotta be difficult. But
Yeah. No, but it was a lot of fun down there,
mm,
man. I actually would recommend any American player who gets the opportunity to go down there to play, even if it's just because the way that the league is down there, like you can go for just the first month of the season or the last month of the season, or maybe even just the playoffs. Like I would recommend doing that if you get the chance.
mm, yeah, cause especially in winter, like you're not playing baseball, so at least you're doing something.
Right.
Yeah. Um. What was your favorite stadium to play in?
My favorite stadium. So, answering that question, most of the time, it's like, where do you have the best memories? Like, where did you pitch the best?
Yeah.
Kind of is how that answer ends up coming about. But I had some awesome experiences in Camden Yards, and I
um.
also my favorite breakfast spot in the country is in Baltimore. So, uh, that's my favorite.
Okay. Okay. Did you have to have like a like going to Starbucks, did you have a backup name or whatever? Or did you
No,
just
no, no.
say Shane?
I
Okay.
just said Shane. Nobody knows who I am. I didn't get
Gotcha.
recognized. I didn't get recognized very often.
Gotcha. Hey, I would recognize you.
I
uh,
appreciate it. When I was in
uh,
Detroit, like if I was in Detroit, I would get recognized. And then
mm,
oddly enough, when I was playing in Atlanta, I got recognized more here at home in Orlando than I did in Atlanta.
really?
Yeah, a lot of Braves fans down here.
Oh, really?
Hmm.
Oh, okay. Just like going out like shopping and stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah, but
Oh,
when I get recognized here at home, at least back then, normally it was like kids. Like I would literally see a kid
mm.
like tell their parents like, "Oh, that's Shane Green," and then the parents would be like, "No, it's not," and the kid's like, "Yeah," and they're like, "Well, then go ask him," and then the kid would come up to me like, "Are you Shane Green?" And I'm like, "Yeah, buddy," and then they would always be like, "I told you," like fired up at their parents, but I haven't been recognized in a long time, but I'm no longer on television,
Yes,
so
gotcha. Hey, very soon though. Very soon though.
yeah.
uh, like, did you have like a favorite clubhouse, like away stadium?
Um, it's hard not to say Yankee Stadium because the food is so good there. Like as a visitor, that's kind of where you judge it. The clubhouse is obviously super
Mm,
nice too, but the Yankees, the way that they do their food on the visiting side is like no other. Like,
really?
oh yeah, like it's hard to really explain, but it's five-star food
Mm.
every night.
Oh, did when you guys had, did you like order like restaurants or was it all just like made?
There they would make it most of the time.
Okay. Is that a thing
But
where they?
some places will like cater stuff in, like nice
Okay.
steakhouses. But it feels like the way that they do it, it's uh like it's either in-house or it's catered and you don't know it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But they have a
Yeah.
kitchen back there. Not many visiting sides have a kitchen.
Really?
Hmm.
That's fancy.
Yeah.
Uh, well, what's your favorite food? Like, what would be your go-to that they'd make?
At the field,
Yeah.
um, probably just a steak. I grew up
Mm,
on red meat, so anything that's red meat, I would hammer that. But I will say, like, now that we're talking about it, there's one thing that sticks out to me, and it's in Baltimore. Actually, they served like it was like a pasta, but it was like a seafood type of pasta, like had lobster in it, and it was so fire.
ooh,
That was probably
sheesh.
my favorite food on the road, but as I got older, I had to limit myself because I would get too full. I would smash it
Ooh.
all day long, you know. And then in Philly, they make the Philly cheesesteaks in the clubhouse that are fire too.
Ooh. Yeah, that's gotta be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd probably be the bet. Wouldn't say the only good thing, but like a good part about Philly, like the cheesesteak.
Hmm.
Because as a player playing in Philly is probably scary. Also, New York. New York's probably like the fan base that like that's gotta
Yeah.
be.
Well,
Uh,
some guys don't love getting like heckled, but I always liked it. Like
mm.
the more fans, the better. You know, like that's why you play the game. You know, so
Yeah.
I always love playing in Philly because the fans are rowdy. Anywhere where the fans are
Mhm.
rowdy, like I enjoy that type of atmosphere.
Mm. What's the craziest someone heckled you? Like, what was this craziest thing?
uh, I can't even say it honestly. It's but you hear some pretty crazy stuff out there. Like sitting in the bullpen all
Okay.
game, you know, like
Oh yeah.
you hear some pretty crazy stuff.
Yeah, definitely probably not PG.
No, far from PG.
uh, ooh. What was like the best and worst thing about playing the Major League Baseball?
The best thing is all of it. Like the travel, the camaraderie, the atmosphere in the stadiums, the dream come true, the literally everything about it. I loved every second. It's the reason why like the show is put on the pedestal, you know what I mean? Because there's nothing like the
Mhm.
show, from the bus rides to the plane rides to the hotels to the team dinners to the games to the post game sitting in the clubhouse, pre-game sitting in the clubhouse, like everything about it. The worst thing, See, I spent most of my time in Detroit, and our travel was pretty easy. Like,
Mm,
we didn't have far flights, but, like, it's not necessarily the worst thing, but the hardest thing is going from East Coast to West Coast and then
mm,
playing.
yeah,
I don't think people, especially, I mean, I can't imagine how football players deal with it. 'Cause, like,
yeah, that
baseball is a little bit different, you know, like, although it's obviously a sport, like, football takes a little bit more energy, I think. So
mhm.
I can imagine how those guys feel doing that.
And especially, like, taking a beating the whole for a full, like, game and then going here, man, yeah, it's gotta be nuts.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah,
No
but,
doubt.
definitely. Do you think, like, out of all the sports, who would have the best, like, transition, like, through baseball to, like, basketball? What do you think, like
Um, I think that a baseball player, if given maybe not necessarily a pitcher, but
mm.
you take, like, Mookie Betts or, you know, Dansby or Bobby Witt or these guys, like they're probably like basically any center fielder or shortstop could probably transition pretty quickly to another sport, in my opinion.
Uh,
But obviously size is
mm,
a factor too,
yeah,
but I think that it's one of those things, man. It's like baseball is just more of a skill.
mhm,
It's not like pure athleticism. It's like a very skill-based sport. Like if you didn't throw a baseball your whole life or hit a baseball your whole life, you're not going to be able to just
mm,
do it, you
yeah.
know. That's why nobody plays pickup baseball in the park.
It's true, it's true.
Nobody's playing baseball
Yeah,
in the street. They're playing two-hand touch or
mhm,
basketball.
yeah. 'Cause I think Aaron Judge, because he used to play football. I think he'd be, like, a great football player, like, just transition, like, right now,
Yeah, I mean
like yeah,
he's clearly large enough and
yeah,
he's a freak athlete. So again,
mhm.
it's one of those things like if he's given enough time to
Oh,
train
yeah.
for it, then he's probably got a good chance.
Yeah. Yeah, I can yeah, I think that baseball probably can transition, like, the easiest because you see, like, these basketball players, like, going to baseball, like, trying to hit a baseball, like, it's kinda funny.
Yeah, it's not the
Yeah.
same, dude, it's a skill.
Yeah.
But you could take I mean, Mookie's one of those guys where, like, everything that guy does, he's great at. So, you put
Yeah.
him on a basketball court, he just kinda looks like that's where he's supposed to be.
Mhm.
Like, you put him on a football field, he probably looks like that's where he's supposed to be. I mean,
Yeah.
the guy's a professional bowler, for God's sake, like, he does everything.
Yeah. Yeah, he it's impressive.
Yeah.
And then he's
But
going
he can
from
do it but
outfield to short.
that's what I was about to say,
Yeah.
and he can do everything on the
Yeah.
baseball field too,
Yeah.
so some guys are just good at everything, man.
Yeah. Yeah, that's that's crazy. You were Mookie Betts' teammate, right? Or
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, okay.
it was short-lived, but I was in LA with him for a little bit.
Okay. What year was that? In
Uh,
23?
2021 and 2022, I was there also, but I spent most of my time in AAA in 2022.
Mm, yeah. Yeah, that's gotta be the hardest thing going back and forth, like, not only just the travel, but man, just take me through what are your thoughts, like, going Major League and then AAA, going back and forth?
It's the hardest part about our game. Even when you're a young player, like, you get called up, and then sometimes you get called up, and it doesn't matter if you perform well or not. Like, you're the odd man
Mm,
out when it comes to numbers, so you could go up and perform great, but the plan all along was for you to just be there for 1 or 2 days, and then you get sent back
mhm,
down. And then you get older like myself, and you get sent down or you didn't make the team out of camp or whatever, and you find yourself in AAA wondering, like, it's tough to not be salty. You know what I mean? Like,
mhm,
I
yeah,
deserved, like, I'm better than this, and I deserve to be up there. And like, that's the battle as an athlete or as a baseball player that you deal with almost every day. Like
mm,
when I first got back in the AAA and was there for an extended period of time, like, it was difficult for me to watch Major League Baseball on TV because I was constantly in a negative headspace, you know?
Mm,
So, I'm
yeah,
past that now. I finally made it past that now, but there was a couple years of my life where I was down in the dumps, bro.
jeez. Yes. So when you go back and forth, did the coaches tell you like you're gonna be here for 2 days, or is it just like you're here and then it's
No.
just out of the blue?
Um, it depends. Sometimes guys will know, like, "Hey, you're just gonna come up for a start."
Mm,
Other times you don't know anything. Like when I got called up, the first time I got called up, nobody really said anything to me. I was there for 9 days and then I got sent down. And then when I got called up
mm,
again, I made my debut in Fenway. And then I was there for like 3 or 4 more days, but I didn't pitch. And then they sent me down. And then
mm,
when I got called up again the third time, I got called up to make a start. And
mm,
nobody said like how many starts I'm gonna make or whatever. It's just like, hey, you're starting in Cleveland
mm,
on this day. And so I started in Cleveland, and then I didn't know if they were gonna send me home the next day or not. And then next thing you know, I'm getting ready for another start. And then after that start, I don't know if they're
mm,
gonna send me home. Like I had no idea. And
yeah.
I ended up making 15 starts.
Jeez. Yeah, because like one of the things that kind of happen now in baseball, like rain delays, they get an extra man, so they usually just call up a pitcher just to make the start, and then they just send them back down. Like that's got to be
Yeah. Yeah, if you get
like,
caught up in that scenario though, you kind of know it. Like you're
yeah,
just the extra because it's the extra roster spot. Um,
hmm,
but it's still a day in the show, and you can't take those for
hmm,
granted.
definitely, yeah, for sure. I'm a Tigers fan, so who on the Tigers was like your guy? Who is your one of your best friends? It could be multiple people, but
Well, I talked to Castellanos probably the most out of
mm.
everybody, but I was literally texting Nico and Jacoby this morning. Um, but I got close with a lot of guys there when we were there. We had a good group of guys, man. I talked to Kinsler pretty often. I talked to Price decently often. I haven't talked to him in probably like a year, but when I was just in
um,
Arizona for a year, I saw him a couple times. We went to lunch a few times and hung
okay.
out. Yeah, man, it's like I said, we had a good group, but like no different than your friends growing up. Like eventually
Mm,
you grow older and you have a life that you have to deal with, and everyone has one of those. But um,
mm.
I probably talk to Nick the most often out of everybody.
Okay. Was there anyone like the bullpen that you were like really close with?
Yeah, Alex Wilson, Justin Wilson. I was pretty when I was there. I was really close with Joe Jimenez as well. Um,
Okay.
like we had a good connection. K Rod taught me a
Mm.
lot. Like
Ooh.
a lot of my success, I would say, came from what he taught me. Um, and when I first got there, I was a starter, so sitting in the dugout with Price and Verlander and talking to those guys and learning from them. So again, back to what we were talking about earlier, like I've been extremely blessed with the people that I've played
Mm.
with.
Yeah. Were you teammates with Joe Nathan?
No,
Oh, okay. Because I
no,
knew I think it
I
was
missed them.
2015. Okay.
Yeah, well he was there. He was there, but he that year he was I want to say he was injured, so like he was around,
Mm.
but he wasn't really there,
Okay.
you know.
Gotcha. Yeah, because I like during the prime of Tigers, I was not like I was really young. So like you and like
Yeah.
Jacoby and Nico, you guys were kind of my childhood.
Yeah.
Like like that
That's
was
awesome, man.
yeah, like you and then like all the like 2017, 18, 19 is like when I really started watching. Like
Yeah.
those weren't like the best, but those were still fun to watch. Like I still go to the park like a bunch, see you guys. Like it was really cool.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, man, we had a good group of guys. We just didn't win, but we all loved each other. We had a lot of
Yeah.
fun. We worked really hard. We
Mm,
just we just never won. That was the unfortunate part.
mm. Yeah. It definitely makes it when you're winning, but like it was
For
still fun
sure.
to watch you guys.
Yeah, I mean like
Mm.
Daniel Norris, Matt Boyd, like the list goes on forever. Victor Martinez. Um,
JD.
JD, Cameron
Mm,
Maben. I think I said Upton already.
uh,
Um, you know, like I said, great group of people were coming in and out of there. Pelfrey,
mhm.
Zimmerman. Those are some. I mean, we had a
Yeah.
good group, man.
Yeah, Tigers had a lot of like legends. Like that's kind of crazy.
Yeah, yeah,
Uh, like obviously Miggy.
yeah.
Do you have any Miggy stories?
Um, when people ask me that question, I always go to the same story, which is it's like the most Miggy thing ever, really. We were in Minneapolis, we were playing the Twins, and Miggy's known for like hitting the ball the other way. You know what I mean? Like everybody
Mhm.
knows that
Yeah.
Miggy's gonna hit the ball to the right center gap. And anyways, they were pitching him in a lot, and I forget who was pitching, but they threw really hard and they kept throwing him like up and in. And the next thing you know, Miggy like tomahawked a heater into the second deck. And after the game, I went up to him like, "Yo, how did you even get to that ball?" And he's like, "No, I just throw my hip, puppy." I'm like, "Oh, you just threw your hip at it, huh?" You know? But like, it's the most Miggy question. It's the most Miggy answer ever to him. You just throw your hip and you hit it in the second deck.
Yeah, like just anyone could do that, you know?
Yeah, yeah,
It's
exactly.
crazy. Yeah, yeah, Miggy's definitely one of like the funniest dudes ever. like
Yeah.
like there's so many Miggy stories that people have.
Yeah, people think that he's kind of like a class clown out there because he's untucking people's shirts and all this stuff, but really he's one of the smartest baseball players ever, and the game is so slow to him that like he's already evaluated everything on the field and maybe even like said something to a coach or like to somebody in the infield to like scoot over a step or two, and then now he's untucking the shirt. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like he doesn't have a bad rep, but people think he's just always goofing off when it's like, no, he's actually the opposite. He just has more time than everybody else because he evaluated everything faster, and then now he has time to goof
Mm,
off.
that's true, yeah. Uh, um, one of my favorite, like, Andrew Romine. Were you there
Hmm.
when he played, like, every position?
Yeah, when he played all nine, yeah, I was there in Minnesota.
Yeah,
It
that
happened in
was
Minnesota, right?
yeah, that
I
was
played with his
sick.
brother. I played with his brother too, and with the Yankees, I came up with his brother.
Really? Yeah, there's a
Yeah,
bunch of Austin Romine stuff I wanna get into a little later, but,
yeah,
uh yeah, that's, like, really cool playing even catcher, like, that's crazy. Not everyone could play catcher, but,
yeah. I don't know if
uh
anybody will ever do that again, to be honest.
oh, no, no. No one wants to play catcher right now. Uh,
Well, you gotta think how difficult it is too to go from catcher to
mhm,
shortstop to first base to center field. You know, like just those 4
yeah,
positions alone.
mhm, yeah, 4 different type of positions, yeah.
Mhm.
Like, what Shohei's doing right now, that's incredible.
Oh, it's crazy, man.
Uh, have
People
you
talk about him being the best, but I don't think they realize how difficult it is.
mhm, like, it's insane, like, Babe Ruth did it back then, but, like, yeah,
It's not the same.
Babe Ruth ain't
No.
touching any pitching today. Do you
Uh-uh.
or right now, you versus Babe Ruth, let's say he comes back, I don't know how, but do you think you can strike him
Is
out a
he on the
bunch?
mound? Is he on the mound or he's in the box?
He's in the box, you're pitching.
He's got no chance.
Okay, okay. Literally just,
He's got no chance.
throw a couple
Ain't no way.
swoopers in. Yeah,
Yeah. He's got no chance.
uh, yeah, that's like, I saw a couple TikToks of Shohei pitching against him. It's hilarious.
Yeah. Yeah, he's
Like,
definitely
yeah,
got no chance against Shohei.
no, yeah. So are you good on, like, what the Dodgers are doing? You think it's good for baseball?
I mean, here's the thing about that
Uh,
is I believe if you ask any player from a player's perspective, no player is ever gonna say, "No, we should get paid less money."
uh,
You know
yeah.
what I mean?
Mhm,
Um, Having said that, like, I was just having this conversation with one of the guys I work out with because his take was like, "These guys are taking the easy way out. They should sign with the
mhm,
team and wanna beat the Dodgers," and I'm like, "Yeah, you might think that now because you have an underdog mentality, but when the
mhm,
reality is you're about to be super rich and you can live in, you know, one city, or you can live in LA in the hills looking out over the ocean, you know, and play in Los
Mhm.
Angeles where the weather's perfect every day versus playing in whatever Chicago where you're in the snow, and you know what I mean? Like you can live in LA year
Yeah.
round. Like it's just there's more to these equations than just, oh, they're going to play for the best team. You know what I mean? Like
Mhm. Yeah.
uh but do I think it's bad for baseball? No, actually I think it's good for baseball because more people are talking about baseball than ever right now because they're so
Mhm.
worried about the
Yeah.
salary cap, you know?
Yeah.
And I think that it's good for baseball for there to be a villain, and the media has made
Mhm.
them a villain,
Oh, yeah. Like
you
the
know?
Yankees from a
So,
couple decades ago.
yeah. Yeah, yeah, we
Yeah.
need a villain, you know, like
Yeah.
why does so many people watch Jake Paul boxing? Because they all wanted to watch him get knocked out, you know, because he created this character
Mhm.
that was a villain, and that's what everybody wanted to watch. So I think
Mhm.
it's good for baseball. It is going to be interesting to see what they do to try to, you know, mitigate. I don't know if that's the correct word, but to try to limit the amount of times the Dodgers can just outbid everybody and get them there.
Mhm. And it's also like owners should wanna spend anyways, like, I don't think
For
there should
sure,
be a
but
salary cap, like yeah.
there's you know, like the way I tried to explain it is if me and you both owned shoe companies that we started from scratch, right? Like how you run your shoe company is going to be different than how I run my shoe company. You
Mhm.
might spend more money on marketing where I might spend more money on, you know, something else on the facility, right? So it's like
Mhm.
some of it is literally just a business. Like teams may not actually be able to afford to make that kind of commitment to a player not knowing if they're going to win. Where like the Dodgers have already been winning. With winning,
Mhm.
I would assume comes more money, you know? So it's
Yeah.
like they have to also be smart enough to know like just because I make this investment now doesn't mean I'm going to win. But if you're already
Mhm.
winning, you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. Yeah.
Plus they hammered the Japanese market with
Mhm.
their, I mean, they got the best Japanese players in the world.
Yeah.
So that's a whole nother market, which is a whole nother revenue income, you know? So,
Mhm. Yeah.
um, I don't know, man. It's gonna be interesting to see how it all plays out. What I'm most
Yeah.
interested to see, honestly, is how the Pirates and how the Tigers deal with the two pitchers they got.
Yeah. I'm wearing a scuba jersey right now. Yeah, it's
Yeah, huh.
like, as a fan, I just he's probably not gonna sign back with the Tigers, and that's also, like, Scott Boras, like, he's a Scott Boras client, so that also makes it
Yeah,
harder.
yeah.
Uh,
It's one of those things, though, man. It's. I hope the Tigers sign him back because it's. I believe
mhm.
him being in Detroit is also good for baseball.
Yeah.
I
Like, it's
think that the
cool seeing
Tigers being good
guys
at baseball, the Tigers being good at baseball is good for baseball,
yeah. I agree.
in my opinion.
Yeah, 'cause you wanna see guys who, like Mike Trout, not signing anywhere, coming up from minors and stuff, staying with the team,
Hmm.
like, that's cool. And,
No doubt.
Skubal, he was coming up, he had a couple bad years, and then he just became, like, one of the best pitchers in all of baseball. Incredible. Yeah, so no
Yeah,
matter what,
he's a special
yeah,
talent.
yeah, like, wherever he goes, Imma watch his career because big Skubal fan, like, 2 Cy
For
Youngs in
sure.
a row, and he's got a chance for
It's
3 in a
insane.
row, which is insane.
It's insane, dude. It's insane, honestly.
Yeah. Like, it should, like, bring people to the Tigers, like, with Skubal, but clearly it's not happening right now. Like,
Yeah.
it's cool.
Well,
Mhm.
sorry.
No, you
Again it goes back to like we don't know how much they're offering people or if they are, or maybe
mhm,
they're not because they're saving up to give Screwball as much as they need to, you know, like there's just
mhm.
so many things involved that
Yeah,
as fans and even as players, like you'll just never really know.
yeah, definitely. Hey, first off, congratulations on your, All-Star appearance. That was cool.
Thank you very much. Thank you very
Yep,
much.
like, dude, that year was insane, bro. 2019 All-Star, like, not just, like, from a pitching, like, that was the year of the dead or the the balls were juiced that year. Like that's what the craziest
Yeah.
part about that whole thing.
Yeah.
Mm.
2019 was a the special year for me, for sure, obviously making the All-Star team, but, like, that to me felt like I finally, like, uh that was, like, the first year that I felt like no matter what, like, I was a big league pitcher, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, there not that I didn't believe that before, but, like, I was I was done, like, searching for stuff, like, I finally figured out, like, who I was as a pitcher and, like, what worked for me, which I think is why I had so much success, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Cause like 2017, first of all, that was a crazy year in baseball with all the Astros stuff.
Mhm.
Were you aware of it? Were you cause I saw videos you played in Houston. You got all 4 of the batters you faced out.
Yeah.
Were you could you
No,
hear that?
no, I wasn't aware, but you gotta
Mm,
understand too from a player's perspective, at least back then, like, what we were aware of is depending on where you were at or what team you were playing, like, they were, at the very least, like, trying to get signs from the catcher, like, that's why that
yeah.
was around the same time that guys started, like, balking on purpose with a guy on second base to put him on the third so they can't relay. We would go into places and use multiple signs even with nobody on, just in case
Mhm.
like the third base coach or the first base coach was peeking in. But that was to me like that was always just a part of the game. Like
Yeah.
there was there was never like a there was never like a whole lot of animosity towards it. It was just more of making sure we were aware of what teams might be doing it so that we can combat it.
Mhm. Yeah. Because obviously they won the World Series that year, but they were still a good team though. That's the one thing I didn't like is they had the talent. Like their
Yeah,
team
for
was
sure.
really
No,
good.
that yeah, they were a really good team and have you okay, uh, have you read or listened to the book Winning Fixes Everything?
No, I have not.
It's about that Astros team, essentially, so if you love baseball and you're into, like, learning more about all that, it's a really good book.
Okay.
So, I would recommend, any baseball fan to either read it or listen to it. I'm not much of a reader, so I listened to it, but it's a good
Mhm.
good book.
All right,
It
what's it
gives you a
called
lot of
again?
insight. It's called Winning Fixes Everything.
Okay. Okay.
It kinda gives you good insight on, like, how the league started to transition into the analytics side of stuff, but it also covers,
Mm,
like, the cheating scandal stuff too.
okay.
It's good. It's really good.
Gotcha. I'll check that out for sure. Appreciate it.
Mhm.
Also in 2017 was one of the craziest fights we've ever seen. Tiger versus Yankees. 2017, Austin Romine, who actually becomes Miggy's teammate in 2020.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's great. What are your like? You're in the bullpen, obviously. So, like, what are your thoughts on all that?
Uh,
Mm,
we didn't see it coming, obviously, but when
mm.
that kinda stuff happens and you're in the bullpen, you obviously gotta, like, haul ass and get out there, right? But
Yeah.
the craziest thing for me for that game was it was 2017. I was a Yankee in 14, so
Mm,
there was a lot of guys in that dugout that like I was friends with or coaches that I had been with in the minor leagues or whatever. So there was like when the first or when the second one happened because the first benches cleared because Romine and Miggy started literally fighting each other. So
mm.
that was just total chaos. But then the second time the benches cleared it was because Fulmer hit somebody. And
I think it was
so
Gary
when
Sanchez. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, so then when I was out there, guys with the Yankees were like yelling at me because I was kind of in the middle, and the guys with the Yankees were yelling at me to like get Fulmer in check or like make sure he knows that
Mhm.
that can't happen. And it's like, bro, I didn't hit him, and I don't think he hit him on purpose. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
it was a funny dynamic. They were like yelling at me specifically, and then we cleared the third time. Alex Wilson hit Frazier and we cleared the third time, and like you don't realize how far that run is from the bullpen until you're doing it with adrenaline as fast as you can. And so we run out there for the third time, and I get out there, and literally as soon as I get there, uh, Osmus sees me. He looks at me and he's like, "Greeny, you're in the game." And I'm like, "Shit." I'm I'm like exhausted, dude. So I walked all the way back out to the bullpen. Like they were still scuffling in the middle of the field. I walked all the way back to the bullpen, got my glove, walked all the way back. By the time I got back, they were finally getting him off the field, and then I warmed up on the field for the game, and then I got a 5 out save, and I punched out Gary for the last out of the game, and I came up with
Ooh,
Gary, so I knew Gary. I know Gary. I was actually just playing
okay.
with Gary in in the Dominican. He was on my team in the Dominican too. But
Oh.
anyways, I punched out Gary, and for whatever reason, I got some flack from like Detroit fans in my Instagram DMs because everybody was saying I should have hit him uh, because of
Really?
whatever he was doing. Yeah, for whatever he was doing during like the benches clearing stuff. I caught a lot of flack saying that I should have hit him, which I thought was interesting. But
Shit.
no,
Yeah.
that's actually when people ask me like one of my biggest like personal moments and memories. That's one of them because one I was exhausted. One I was exhausted. Two, emotions were high because we just cleared benches 3 times, and then three, like uh, you always kind of have a chip on your shoulder when you're playing a team that you used to play for.
Mhm. How long did you have to, like, warm up? What did you have, like, an extra, like 3 minutes or
Yeah,
whatever?
you when you have to warm up on the field like that, they kind of just give you however much time you need.
Oh,
So
okay.
you just let them know when you're ready.
Gotcha. Okay. So, as of
Because
oh,
in that moment they in that moment they tossed Alex Wilson. That's why I was in the game.
oh, okay, okay, so
You
they
know, because
just gotcha, yeah.
yeah. So when he hit Frazier, they threw him out. The umpires threw him out, and so that's why I had to warm up on the field.
Okay. 'Cause, yeah, that usually happens when someone gets hurt or stuff, so he was just
Right.
ejected.
Exactly.
Yeah, because 'cause I'm pretty sure Dylan Betances also got ejected. Because I think he hit someone in the face, I
He hit,
think.
yeah, he hit McCann in the head.
Yeah, yeah.
And
That's
that
right.
that was another thing where like I know Dellin and I know that he can just basketballs just get away from him sometimes. So
Yeah.
I was in the pile for that one too, telling our guys like, yo, he didn't do that on purpose, man. I know he didn't do that on purpose. He wouldn't if he was trying to hit somebody, he wouldn't be aiming that high. Like I know Dellin
Yeah.
well enough to know that, you know. So again, it was a
Mhm.
weird dynamic for me out there.
Kinda like friends with both of them trying to, like,
Yeah,
in the
that was
middle of
like
it
playing
all.
referee.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's crazy. 'Cause yeah, because then Austin Romine and Miggy became teammates in 2020, which I'm sure there was some
Hmm.
good stories there. But,
Yeah, I
how
wasn't
was
there
it
for it,
po
but
yeah,
I know both those guys obviously from playing with both of them, and both of them they're good dudes. So I'm sure they just talked it out, and then everything was fine. You know,
yeah, yeah, like, players get into scuffles a lot, so, like then
for
they go
sure,
back to being, friends and stuff, so, yeah.
no doubt.
How was it playing during COVID?
It was fun because the wins and the losses mattered, but not
Mm,
playing in front of fans obviously sucked. Like
yeah,
nobody enjoys playing a game where it's quiet. You know,
mhm,
so that part sucked. That part sucked, but I did enjoy like the shortened season in the sense of like every game mattered more. So
yeah.
in that season, in a regular season and 162, the amount of times you lose a game and you hear somebody say like a lot of baseball left, don't worry about it, keep going. Like you don't hear that really when it's only a 60 game season. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Because that's like football, like, every game matters for football. Like, it's gotta be actually
Exactly.
nerve. Because in baseball, you could take a few games off or whatever, it's not a big deal, but because there's all 162 of them, so during 60, yeah, that's gotta be
Hmm.
crazy.
Yeah, way
And then
different.
for oh, yeah, definitely. Um, yeah, so I have your career, do you know who, you have the best stats off of in the major league?
I, the best, I have no idea.
Like, the most strikeouts? Because
I
there's
have
a few
no idea.
guys. So, you actually gave up a home run to Fernando Tatis, which crazy. I don't know when you played him, but yeah, you gave up a home run to Tatis. I'm like, sheesh, when did he?
Yeah, I remember I was a Brave. It was a day game,
Mm,
fastball in
really?
Atlanta.
Ooh,
I think
yeah,
him and Machado both got me that day, if I
really.
remember correctly.
Jeez, yeah, that's got to be humbling right there too. Obvious
Yeah,
Padres really good. Tatis and Machado, yeah, that's because the there's a few guys that are 6 for 6 off of you, and you actually I think
six
he
for
was your
six.
teammate. Yeah,
Who?
yeah, Robinson Cano.
Oh, dude, I hate facing that guy. He's 6 for 6 off me,
Yeah, yeah, one home run, four RBIs. I'm like, woo.
dude. I knew that I struggled against him, and I didn't like facing him, but I had no idea he's 6 for 6 off me. I just faced him in the Dominican too. I walked him.
Uh, how is he still playing? How old is he's got to be
He's
in
dude.
40s.
He's old,
Ooh,
yeah, but he's still playing. He
yeah,
was playing down
he's
there.
dang. But
Six for
other
six.
guys,
That's
yeah, he's tied with a few others with 6 hits off you. You got Alex Gordon from the Royals. In 15 at bats, Nelson Cruz, who, I mean, if you're a Tiger, you're going to get destroyed off of Nelson Cruz. That's just what
yeah,
happened. I mean, he was
yeah.
insane.
But how
Other
many times
guys,
did I face Nelson? I faced Nelson a lot though. No,
yeah, 15, 15.
yeah, because the first three
6 for
times I
15.
ever faced him, I struck him out. Just for the record.
That's good right there.
My second start ever in the big leagues, I gave him the hat trick, just so everybody's clear here.
Jeez, that's crazy. What team was he on then? Was it Texas?
Orioles. He was with the Orioles.
Orioles. Oh yeah, he destroyed the Tigers then as an Oriole. Yeah, he's one
Mhm.
of the few there's like maybe five just Tiger killers. Billy Butler was one of them. Bobby Witt's becoming one of them. He's ooh. But
He's
yeah,
a good player.
Xander, yeah. And Xander Bogarts is 6 for 13 off you. I'm like, yeah, he Xander's good.
I
Yeah,
didn't like
he's
facing him either, but I know I struck him out his last time I faced him though for sure.
yeah. Hey, that's all you need. You got the
Let's
last
go.
one. And then one of the Mike Trout's 2 for 3 with 2 home runs off of you.
2 homers. Yeah, I know that. I knew that
Yeah.
one. 2 for 3 with 2 homers. I walked him once, and the one time I got him out was a fly ball. I thought it was a homer off the bat, and Jay up caught it on the wall.
Oh man. Jeez Louise. But yeah, you were still you had some good stats. For us, 2019 was a huge part of all of those, but yeah, you were very
Yeah,
impressive. I mean, I think there was a stretch where you just didn't give up runs at all. I'm like
yeah.
putting
That
Shane
was
Greene
kind of
out
my
there. I'm
whole
like, we
career.
got it.
Yeah, I would give up all my runs in like a week, and then I'd go, a month or two without giving up a run, and then I'd give up 10 runs in a week again, and then that was kind of the
Ooh,
cycle.
yeah, you see that a lot nowadays. Just the game.
Yeah,
Um,
as a reliever, man, it's kind of how it goes. You
mhm,
if something's
yeah,
off and you're pitching every day, you're pitching 3 or 4 times a week, and something's a little off, you can get exposed quick.
yeah, yeah. Because you don't see guys often like twice usually like ever. So
Right.
yeah, so that's one thing. But yeah. So you were traded in 2019 to the Braves. Uh, there's a game, game five of the NLDS against the Cardinals. Uh,
Mm.
do you remember that? I don't. Yeah, yeah.
I know.
How, how,
I remember.
as a reliever, how did it feel? Like you're like, oh boy, yeah, we're not. Obviously, you gotta
So
have
I
faith that you
remember.
come back.
Yeah, but the worst part about that whole scenario is that Game 4 was in St. Louis, and I came in with a 1-run lead, and I blew the lead
Mm,
on two broken bat like flares.
jeez.
Uh, I blew the lead, and then that's why we had to go to Game 5. That was like the seventh inning, I think, when I blew the lead. They ended up winning,
Mm,
and then
jeez.
that's why we had to play Game 5. And then, I mean, you know the rest of the story.
Yeah,
It's not
yeah.
not good.
That's gotta be the worst feeling, like, 2 broken like, you had a great pitch, and then they just get singles. It's like, "Bro, you did everything you
Yeah.
needed to do." It's like, "Dang."
Extremely unfortunate.
Yeah. Especially as, like, a reliever where you don't get many opportunities to pitch, like, in a game. Ooh. Yeah, because then that just goes down as
Yeah,
you blew
the
that.
right. I coulda thrown 2 hanging sliders, and they coulda hit rockets in the gap and diving plays to get out of the
Mhm.
inning, and we win the game, and everybody's happy, but instead, I made good pitches, and they just got enough of it to sneak a single, and here we are. Well, one, I guess, was a double. I gave up, like, a double down the line, I think. I don't remember exactly what
Mm.
happened, but I know that the 2 hits were Goldschmidt and, Molina were
Ooh.
the 2 hits that got me. Molina was a slider. He, like, flicked it off the end of the bat
Jeez.
over the second baseman, and Goldie was a fastball in, like, on his hands.
Really? Jeez. Yeah, those are 2
Oh,
guys
yeah.
that, like, if you're gonna give up a hit, glad it's them and not somebody else, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
It makes for a good story, but a better story would have been if
Mhm.
I got the job done and we moved on, you know?
Yeah. I mean, but so you're still I mean, that bullpen for that Braves when they got you, that was a pretty good bullpen because you had Mark Melancon,
Yeah,
like, AJ Minter, like and they picked up you with, like, whew, the Braves are looking scary, then that's,
yeah,
obviously 2018 is when the Braves were, like that's when Acuna was, like I think he was a rookie then, so you got his 2nd year, which
yeah,
Acuna is insane.
yeah. It didn't take long watching him play every day to know that he was the best.
Uh,
I mean,
and you
that
also
guy, the amount of people I saw Ronald throw out at second base in my first, like, 10 days as a Brave, I'm like, "Wha I don't understand. Why are people still running?" It
Yeah.
didn't make sense.
Like, you see it 5 times in a row, let's try 6, but, yeah, that's Cunha's,
It's
yeah,
crazy.
defensive wizard out there, and I'm glad he won us, MVP because man, that year was insane. He had, like was it 40-80? I think it was a 40-80 season,
Yeah,
which
yeah. Just
insane.
gotta keep that guy healthy, man. Him healthy is
Yeah,
great for baseball,
definitely, yeah. All the big stars and stuff, like, it sucks seeing Trout always hurt and stuff. Like,
no
you
doubt.
wanna see those guys out there. And then, like, same with Tarek Skubal, like, he has not been like, he's been healthy for, like, 3 straight seasons, which is the main reason why he's Cy Young, but, um,
No doubt.
yeah, it's definitely good. But, yeah, Tatis, like, these guys, whew, we'd like to see him healthy for sure. Like, when, in 2021 when Freddie Freeman or when Acuna went down and they
Mhm.
won that World Series, I was like, "Dude, how'd they win it without him?" Like,
Yeah.
they were special that year,
Yeah, the
and
Braves, well, in 2020, I was there still, and we felt like we were
okay.
the best team. We were up against the
Mm,
Dodgers 3-1, and then they beat us 3 in a row to go to the World Series. Um,
jeez.
and most of those guys were still there in 2021. So it wasn't a
Mm,
surprise to me that they won it. I was there. My whole situation there that year was crazy, but I ended up getting DFA'd by the Braves that season, but I do have a World Series ring
ooh,
from them, so that's sick.
really? Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
I wasn't there when they dogpiled, but I was there. I was there in
Hey, you're
spirit.
there in spirit.
Yeah.
Yeah, hey, that's still sick getting a ring like that. I mean, have you, like, is it just, like, in your, like, your house, or do you have it, like,
I
somewhere?
don't have it on display. I have
You
it in
don't
my
okay.
safe.
Oh, yeah, that's smart.
Yeah.
Uh, okay. Yeah, 'cause that's obviously your All-Star game jersey behind you?
Yeah. All-Star game
Okay.
signed by all the guys that were on the team.
Oh, wow, that's awesome. For both leagues, or was it
Yeah.
just AL?
No,
Oh,
just AL.
just okay. Yeah, that's sick. Were you like during the All-Star game, are you like you still talking to like the NL, or is it like pretty much like
I mean, during that time, I didn't really know anybody yet because I had only played for the Tigers. So,
oh, okay.
um You know what I mean? So I only knew,
Mm,
like, even on our team, I only really knew JD, Ver, and James McCann.
mm.
Uh,
Oh, yeah.
I literally didn't know anybody on the NL side then.
Mm,
Um, and then obviously I got traded over to the Braves and then met Freddie and Freed and those guys. So, but at the
gotcha.
time I didn't really know anybody.
Well, that's right, because McCann was a White Sox All-Star, right?
Yeah,
So,
and Verlander was a Astros All Star.
oh wow, you had a lot. That's dang. So did you as a pitcher, did Brian McCann catch you a lot? Or
Yeah, he caught me. So I was with Brian in New York when I first got called up,
mm,
but I only threw to him once or twice. Most
okay.
of my time in New York, I threw to Cervelli. But then
Mm,
when I got traded to Atlanta, McCann was in Atlanta, so I threw to McCann in Atlanta a lot.
okay. Because that's perfect. Because my question right now, like big moment, you're pitching. Who would you rather as your catcher, James McCann or Brian McCann?
Oh,
You don't have to answer this if you don't
you're gonna
want to,
make
but
no,
yeah.
you're gonna make me answer. I'll answer it, and I'll
Okay.
answer it. B Mac, I love you, bro, but I gotta go with James, man. And it's funny because I'll tell this story. The St. Louis story I was just telling you about, BMAC was
Mm.
tech BMAC was catching. So uh
Ooh.
it's a bad taste in my mouth, you know. I don't know what else to
Yeah.
say. But it's interesting too. It's funny because when I pitched in the All-Star game, James McCann was the catcher, even though we weren't teammates that year. So like, remember I said that I was super nervous for that. I felt
Mm.
really comfortable once I got on the mound because Mac was back there. So, but
Yeah.
if B Mac, if you somehow see this, I still love you, bro. I promise.
Yeah, the watching James McCann was so fun. McCannon back there,
Yeah, I
like
just spent so much time. I just spent
mm,
so much time with McCann, dude.
yeah,
5 years is a long time.
yeah. I mean, he's playing right now. I think he's on the Diamondbacks right now. Like, do you see what
Yeah.
happened to him? I think last year when he got, I think, hit in the face.
Oh,
Is
sorry, man.
no, you good.
Yeah, I seen it. That guy's a warrior, man.
Yeah.
That was I think 2 years ago when he was with the Orioles,
So,
right?
oh
He got
yeah,
hit in the face and
yeah,
he kept playing.
yeah. Like that's crazy. Like catchers are dogs, but yeah, that's insane.
Yeah, that
Mm,
guy's a warrior, man. Love
yeah.
McCannon.
Hmm. He was definitely one of my favorite Tigers. James McCann, like Salty. You played with Salty, right?
Oh yeah, I play with Salty.
Yeah.
They don't call him Salty because Saltalamacchia is his last name, by the way.
Wait, really?
No, I'm kidding. No, I
Oh yeah, just
love Salty
yeah,
too,
yeah.
man. He he's a great human. We had a good thing going too.
Mm,
When he first got there, I think he would, if he was being honest, he would say he probably didn't like me that much, or at least not catching me that much because I shake a lot. But
mm.
over the course of the season, we became tight, and it just kind of it
Okay.
became our thing. We started calling each other Team Shake because I just saw I'm constantly shaking my head out there.
Really? So do you normally do that? Shake a lot?
Um, I I I I don't shake a lot, but uh, at that time, there was no clock. So I would back
Wow.
then I would shake I would sometimes I would shake just to shake, and so I'd shake 10 times, and I'd shake through the sign that, like he'd call slider 3 times, and I'd just keep shaking, but I wanted to throw the slider.
Just for fun.
But yeah, but you can't do
Mm,
that anymore.
yeah. I mean, it's good. I think it is good for baseball with the pitch clock, but yeah, it speeds up the games. It makes people who don't like baseball as much watch it as more, but as like a fan, like I'm like I'd rather just like watch. Like I'll watch it no matter what.
Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah. No, it definitely is good for baseball, I think, as far as speeding up the game, but somebody like myself who was taught their whole life to slow down, it was a
Mm,
difficult adjustment. You know what I mean?
yeah. Hmm.
I was one of the reasons why they made the pitch clock. I took my
Because you just
time out there.
shake.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I mean,
So
especially as a
I definitely
reliever, like.
understand. Yeah, I definitely understand the concept, but
Mhm.
it was difficult for me to get used to, but I'm used to it now.
Oh, okay. And now they got baseballs. What's the new rule that the is it challenge system or what's the exact? I
Well, I don't know. Are
believe.
they going to use that in the big leagues this year? I'm not sure.
Yeah, yeah. But I'm not sure if it's like I think it's robot challenge. I think it's challenges. So
Yeah, well,
that's gonna be
that's how it's
crazy.
been in AAA for the last couple of years. So
Mm.
basically, you get three challenges, just like football or just like I guess baseball prior, but you get balls and strike ones, and you just tap
And
your
so
head
do you
for the
get it
challenge. They
back?
challenge it. If you're right,
Oh, jeez. Yeah, it's definitely gonna
if
slow
you're
it
right, you
down
get it
the
back.
game. Okay.
Yeah, and it's per team too. So if the pitcher uses all three, then your hitters
Mm,
don't have any.
yeah.
You
So you
see what I'm
gotta be
saying?
strategic for sure. Yeah.
You definitely gotta be strategic.
You're gonna have that one
Me
player who just
personally,
uses
I
it
would,
all.
yeah, exactly. Me personally, I would just let the if the catcher doesn't call it, then it's for the hitters. Like I would probably never do it myself.
Yeah. Because especially as the catcher, like with his framing, you just assume it's a strike. Like,
He's caught way more strikes than I've thrown. You know what I mean?
yeah, definitely. Cause yeah, it's gonna be new, definitely cool for sure. Like, cause like there's big games and like playoffs and stuff. Like you're like, I don't know. I think umps are
Yeah,
good. Like the actual human element is, I think, is good for baseball, but it's a little too much
for
air,
sure.
you know?
Well, what it eliminates is it eliminates like the complaining. Because if you
Yeah.
think that that was a strike or you think that that was a ball, then challenge it. Oh, you're not going to
Yeah.
challenge it? Then quit complaining. Like
Yeah.
let's you know what I mean? So it eliminates that, which is nice.
Yeah. Definitely good. I want to get some of your predictions for the upcoming season. Who do you got winning AL MVP?
Oh man. Um Bobby Witt.
Ooh, okay, okay. I like that. You know, obviously Judge is probably like there, but when I make it, I don't want to say Judge or Otani. I'm like, let's just go somebody else. You know.
Yeah, no, for sure. But Bobby
Mhm.
Witt is just one good year for the Royals away to win MVP. You know what I mean? Like if the
Yeah.
Royals make a run for the playoffs, then Bobby Witt is in MVP conversations.
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, definitely. He's couple like 2 years ago. He was insane, and just unfortunate that
Yeah.
Judge was
The
also insane.
yeah. The easy answer is Judge, but I'm gonna
Yeah.
go Bobby.
Yeah. And then for the National League, who do you got? Dark horse. Let's not say Otani. They'll probably be
Yeah,
Shohei.
the easy answer is Otani. Uh I'm gonna say Francisco Lindor.
Ooh. I like them. That's got a few more guys that they're looking to go back to the playoffs. I could Lindor is always good. Also a Tiger
Yeah,
killer.
it's a good player. Yeah,
Yeah.
good player. I don't know what my stats are
Yeah.
against him, but I didn't like facing him either.
Ooh. Yeah. I can actually look that up right now. But yeah, so for Cy Young, who you got?
Oh, are we not talking of Screwball and Skeens?
Second place. Let's say who's second place.
Okay, okay. Because those are the
uh,
easy answer. I'm gonna go for the AL. Max Fried
okay.
and the NL. Um, honestly, man, I don't even know the NL. Who's Who's the best pitcher in the NL other than
Yeah,
Skeens?
there's like Wheeler, but I think he might be actually hurt.
Yeah,
Um,
I was gonna say Wheeler, but uh
but
I'll
Christopher
say
Yamamoto is also one of them.
yeah. Yeah, Yamamoto. I'll go Yamamoto.
Okay. Yeah, that World Series run was insane.
Insane, dude. I was there for game
Yeah,
6 and
like
7. It was electric.
really, dude, that's gotta
Yeah, it
be
was
insane.
electric.
Like, Game 7 was insane. Like, that's
And
everything you want.
insane, dude. It
You
was
know, like,
insane. I can't stress enough. It was sick.
yeah, the
Deep
crowd,
down,
even
I wanted the Blue Jays to win just because we were in Toronto, like,
yeah,
but
yeah, that's always cool.
yeah, the game
Mhm.
was incredible game.
Yeah. I mean, even in Game 6, they had that like the wall ball or whatever, and then like
Yeah, dude, it
the
was
end of that game,
crazy.
that was insane. Yeah. But man, Vlad, he had an insane World Series too. Like, yeah, now they lost Bichette, so it's like, oh boy. But now the Blue Jays are
Yeah.
really good.
Yeah, the Blue Jays are a good team.
Mhm.
They'll be fine. It's gonna be fun to see what the Mets do this year, though, for sure. After all the
Yeah.
moves they've made, but they
Hmm.
got a good team.
Yeah, and they got Freddie Peralta yesterday.
Yeah, I saw that.
Mm. Yeah, that's insane. They're gonna be good for sure. Um, so I looked up your stats. He's 4 for 9 off of you. Zero home runs though.
Oh, see, that's
Uh,
good.
One strikeout. Let's go.
Let's go. I
Let's
remember it too. He
go.
was it was I threw him all fastballs, only heaters that AB, which is crazy
Really.
that I remember that.
Jeez. Yeah, it was 2017. Ooh. Yeah, hey, that's all you need.
Yeah,
One off the future
let's
2026
get
MVP.
let's go.
Ooh. Uh, what are your predictions for the Tigers next season?
They got a good team, man. They got a good team. You got a good city, a good fan base. Like, uh, obviously, I always wanted to win when I was there because I knew how much fun it would be with like the city being behind you,
Hmm.
and how much that would mean as a player to have fans like that. So, I mean, I definitely see them making the playoffs, and then at the playoffs, man, it's like who's the hottest and who's
Hmm.
gonna, like they were essentially like one or two big hits away from being in it last year. You know what I mean? It's like who's
Hmm.
gonna get that big hit?
Yeah. And then we did get that big hit. It was Kerry Carpenter,
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah,
then
for sure.
yeah, but
But
that was still a
that's the
fun
name of the
run.
game in the playoffs, man.
Yeah,
No, for sure. They'll be in it again, I would assume. But baseball's a crazy sport, man. You gotta hope everybody stays
yeah,
healthy,
definitely.
and the hottest team is usually the best team.
Yeah, because you saw that in 2019 when the Nationals won it. Like that was a wild card team going all the way. Yeah, so it definitely
Exactly.
is like the hottest team. Yeah. Ooh, you watching the
No doubt.
NFL playoffs?
Um, Excuse me. Yeah, I watched a little bit of it. Honestly, when I was in the DR, I didn't watch any football, so I just
Mm,
got home last week, so I watched some games this past weekend. But I haven't been like paying enough attention to like
mm,
give you a good prediction. I was bummed to see the Bills lose. I like Josh Allen a
mm,
lot. Um,
uh,
but I do like that it's a lot of new teams. You know what I mean? Like
yeah. Hmm.
it's literally anybody's game, so that's gonna be fun to watch.
Definitely. It makes like, the Chiefs aren't in it, Eagles. It kind of makes a good Super Bowl, just like whoever.
Hmm.
Uh, and
Exactly.
unfortunately, Bo Nix went out. Did you see his injury?
I know.
I think he broke his
Yeah, it
ankle. That's
sucks.
man. Would have been nice to see the Bills win that one then.
Sucks. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah, it sucks. But who knows, man? This next kid, he's got a chance to be a superstar.
hmm
Like
like
we'll see what happens.
yeah, make a Nick
That's why it's a
Foles
game. You
type.
still got to play the game. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, no doubt.
I want to see them go to the Super Bowl. I'm not gonna lie, like that would be cool.
Yeah, no
underdog.
doubt.
Uh, yeah. I skipped over, but what's your World Series predictions?
World Series predictions.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's go. Tigers,
Ooh.
Mets.
Tigers
Tigers,
Mets.
Mets.
And game seven, Shane Greene closing it out. I like it.
Let's go.
Yeah,
That'd be electric. No, but man, I swear, dude, I hope that the city of Detroit gets that World Series, man. They deserve
hey,
it.
appreciate it. Definitely love that. Ooh, hey, if you have any questions, if anything else, Ooh,
No, man, but I
uh,
appreciate your time, bro. And if there's anything I could ever do for you, let me know. Uh, I'm a man of the people, so if I can help in any way, I will.
appreciate. Uh, just if you could send this to people you know, then that would be great. Trying to
Yeah, for
blow
sure.
this podcast up.
For
I'll
sure.
put all the links and stuff of all your stuff. I got you.
Yeah, you're gonna post it on socials?
Yeah.
All right. So, well, whenever you post, either tag me in it or collab with me, one or the other.
I'll tag you. I'll do both. Hey, appreciate it.
Perfect.
Thank you so much, Shane.
Uh, of course, man. Nice to officially meet you, brother. Much love
Yep.
to you. And until I have a job in the States, go Tigers.
Hey, appreciate it. Hey, good luck.
All right, brother.
Yep.
Appreciate you, man. Take it easy.
Of course, you too.